That was my pick originally, and that's probably not good news for Vlad.
Queen takes c5 was an option.
Yeah, that is definitely an option. But let's check if this is not selling it short. Maybe this is that there is something stronger.
What could there be?
Not sure.
People are writing Aronian winning. How is he winning? Queen c5 understood, but is this a winning?
Yeah, we discussed this endgame. It's definitely better for white, but whether it's very possible that the machine just hugely overestimates just how close to a complete draw 3 against 2 on one side is. Rook e5, as you correctly pointed out, stops me from taking on d6 because knight f5 just wins a lot of material straight away, or rook cd1, but I think knight f5 immediately is good enough. But I will take on a2. And maybe this is the position we should be discussing, because as mentioned, if the d-pawn leaves, it's one position. If the d-pawn dies, it's something completely different. Here I wanted to go something like bishop b3. I don't want to go home yet. Rook takes.
Yes,
knight f5, there's a number of moves. Yeah.
Check.
Yeah. There's also check and rook d5 is very. Oh no, sorry, knight c7 check. Yeah, my apologies. But no, it feels like this should not be so horrible.
Yeah, it doesn't feel
still tricky.
winning.
Still tricky, but maybe rook. Yeah, not easy to make a move. Rook e6, rook c5 even. That was my problem. We pick up on c5 and we haven't really solved any of our problems yet. You can play bishop f7 here, but then you're really not enjoying life. Everything is so passive.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah, apparently f4 is very strong in the current position, if we can believe chat, but f4 is not an easy move to make here. f4 or rook e3 has been mentioned. Rook e3 I can sort of understand.
More human.
Yeah, rook e3 maybe with the idea of playing bishop e2 and not having to worry about queen e4. Rook e3 I can sort of understand.
F3 becomes.
Yeah, f3 becomes the topic again. Yeah.
F4 you just instinctively, you don't want this bishop to be that long.
Yeah, no, f4 is a very difficult move to make in a practical game, even if the machine suggests it's strong. We'll return to that. Let's make a brief check of what's going on in another game. Anish is still. I'm wondering if you can describe this as pressing, but we'll get. I guess you don't want to go there first.
Sorry.
No, Anish is. He's a
Dr. Levon, because he did find the f4 move, which I was calling computerish.
No, Levin full flight is a sight to behold.
Beating Magnus probably has done nothing to hurt his confidence.
Yeah.
Looks like he's gonna get another big scalp today. Maybe too early to say, but we've been told the computer gives plus 266. Which is
no, but the thing is, somewhat surprisingly, I see no defense against this seemingly very slow plan. No, you start with rook e3 actually. But black, even having 2 tempi here, doesn't seem to give black much. Yeah, you still have no moves. Yeah. This is extremely effective.
All attempts to free a queen involve suicide, like
yeah,
checkmating your king. Yeah?
Yeah, g5 bishop e2, you just give up the g pawn with check, and it doesn't improve your situation anyway. Bishop e2 once again wins a queen. It's amazing just how strong this plan is.
Even here we can do this, yeah, if we...
Nothing changed.
If nothing else.
Yeah, the queen is still dead.
He does have the square.
Ah, okay. So let's find a way to win on the spot. Well,
Should we 2 queen h3 takes? Does look legal.
Yeah, that looks quite strong actually.
Because Knight is doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, no, black has, well, rook f5 is a move here though. which wasn't the move earlier.
Oh,
This is
missed that.
this is a bit of a mess. Hang on, bishop f1?
Here?
No, not here. No. Wait, I got slightly overexcited there. I wanted to go h3, queen h5, rook c5, but I'm not sure it wins. Might not be horrible, but yeah, queen e6. Might be quite good actually, but at least Lev will be forced to calculate if this is the best move he has. Queen f7, queen h6 might be winning very easily.
Feels like white's position is so good you don't want to give a rook, no.
Well, rook e7 next, bishop
No,
c4 also
understood.
a huge threat. Yeah, it seems like this is completely winning to be honest, but yeah, and also actually playing h6 and g5, you know, spending 2 tempi on creating ineffectual threats is...
No, of course it's horrible, but what else can you do to help lady?
Yeah. Also, Vladi is now down to... Somebody mentioned 70 minutes in chat, but I think our clocks are reasonably correct, and he has 25. But 25 is not a lot here anyway. Yeah, I don't think this shot gives us enough of a close-up on the clock.
Nope.
Yeah. No, this is a very rare sight. Vladimir struggling in the Tarash is not something we've seen in a while, I think.
By the way, you keep calling it the Tarash. It should be Zemi-Tarash, or
Yeah,
is it nowadays?
Semi-Tarash, I think, yeah.
Because in my mind, the Tarash is knight f3.
Or maybe it's the Zem,
no?
maybe it's the Zemish, yeah? Or
No, Semi-Tarash is.
Okay.
Because Tarash, I thought
Yeah.
was this.
Well, yeah.
Or whatever, DC5. No,
That's my bad. And actually, should we stick with this? But I think we kind of established this position is bad, so we will wait for Vlad. The d6 pawn falls. This will require some converting.
At least it's nice geometry.
Yeah.
The queen. Sort of like a chase down block in basketball. Comes from behind and defends the rook. GH.
GH, rook g6 on the board.
Can we keep this dude? That's easy, no?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Bishop d5 is what worries me more, because knight e4, rook c7, I would be like at any point, if you have to shift the knight from c5, rook c7 will be just crushing. But rook d1, bishop d5 is what is worrying me currently. But maybe we just play f5.
You take first?
I don't know, but since I'm probably playing f5, he will take eventually, so might as well. Bishop d5, f5, rook g5, hg. Rook d6, fe, I probably win material. Although rook takes e6 is a move. Bishop g4, rook e4, bishop f3, probably I'm actually winning this. No. I was planning to take on d5 and going bishop e6 check, which is not a natural thing. But I can start with rook c5 there.
Yeah.
Rook e5, rook c5, and rook d5. Yeah, I didn't see it originally, but I did eventually stumble upon the correct idea.
Alright, yeah. Levon should convert this, and Pramod is...
But
I'm not sure what Shatranj is.
one of the precursors of modern chess.
Okay.
There was a piece there which actually moved by jumping over other pieces, but I think it wasn't the queen, it was what currently is the bishop.
Elephant.
Yeah. No, rook d6 fe I think loses. Maybe you need to try playing bishop takes a2, but rook a3, a7 as well. Yeah, it's extremely difficult to imagine how black survives this.
Yeah, looks like another masterpiece in the making by Dr. Levon.
There is time trouble, yeah. I don't think this is savable.
Yeah, but won't change the outcome. Even if you had 4 hours here, I don't think it will change anything.
Sure, but I mean, being short on time here is particularly
Doesn't help.
galling. Yeah, and king f8, we can take on e6, bishop takes e6, go something like rook f3 check, or bishop b5 first, yeah, or even a2, a3 if we want to be really cynical about these things.
We never want to be cynical.
This is the position, the current position in Aronian Kramnik, and it feels like white should be winning by force. one of the ways I would like to approach this with white, if this were my position, would be to play rook f3, and after g6 you want to land the rook on e7, which finishes the game. And one way to maybe do this right away is to play rook e1 here, rook takes d6 and rook e3, creating a threat of rook e8 and rook 1 e7 mate. And I currently don't see any defense against that. If black plays rook d8, we play rook e7 and start giving checks. And once the rook lands on the 7th, the game more or less ends. And if black plays bishop d7, well, similarly, there is no defense against rook f7 check here. And Lev, instead of this, plays rook e3 immediately, obviously with similar ideas, and probably stronger than what I was suggesting, because here, after knight e4, which is what was worrying me in my line, white has rook takes e4, bishop takes e4, rook f1 check, only move king e8, bishop b5 check, and it's actually a full rook, not even an exchange, although you could take on d7 and win easily, but rook e1 is even more convincing. I have a feeling the game is not going to progress very far from this point, because yeah, as I mentioned, once the rook lands on e7, the game is just completely over. And we could maybe watch the game to its conclusion. Vlad is very short on time and very likely, I think, to just outright resign here. It wouldn't be unreasonable at all. The position is totally lost. But there's also been some developments in the Giri-So game, but I think they both have plenty of time, so I think we will continue watching this for a while. Maybe I will even find a way to hang on a second. Should be possible. That's what I was shooting for. A full screen of the game that I firmly believe is about to finish. To my eyes, a very surprising result. Not because Lev is beating Vladi. This obviously can happen and has happened in the past, but you don't see Vladimir Kramnik losing in this particular opening very often. And in recent times, he has been completely untroubled in all of his games played from the semi-Tarrasch. And today he was more or less soundly beaten by an idea which did not seem all that crushing originally. He plays g6, but after rook e7, I guess he wants to go rook d7, but rook d1 is once again the immediate end of the game. Yeah, this is about to get wrapped up, and Lev has all the time in the world. He doesn't need to hurry. Maybe after rook e7, Vladi wants to play something like b5 with the idea of bishop takes b5, rook d6, but even here rook e8 check just wins.
You need to show the good people the board, or they will start yelling.
I don't think... Were they yelling?
I'm pretty sure they were yelling.
No.
Doesn't matter. I'm back to do what I do best. Click at the board so you guys can see Peter's analysis.
I was actually going for the full screen shot there.
Yeah, that was just... oh, good. So Levon's winning?
Yeah. Rook e7 just wins on the spot in the current position. No, this is not the current position. This is the current position, and rook e7, well, in addition to being up a full exchange, white also has amazing attacks. So, yeah. No, this is bad.
Dr. Levon gonna move to +2. What else did I miss?
Wesley played a4. Wesley is like seriously committed to the idea of...
I like his style.
Yeah, of you know, I now have kind of going to allow the good people to watch the conclusion of that on their screens, but yeah, the conclusion was never really in doubt for the past hour at least.
Congratulations, Levon Aronian moving up to +2. If Hikaru does not convert his slightly better position against Sergei Karjakin, that means the two would be the co-leaders of this tournament.
Playing very, very well, the both of them. I think on this evidence they are very much the deserved leaders of the pack, and Yeah, the Giri saw game is the one we should be watching now that Aronian Kramnik has concluded. G4 Queen f6 seems very obvious, and then you can start discussing options. But Queen takes c5 once again. You kind of you take on c5 and then you start thinking how to improve from there. G4 already played, Queen f6 already played. There are no other squares. I'm assuming